It's Moraviva and Shoko. Today I'm going to be reading to you a story called I Can't Fall Asleep by M. Jacobowitz. This story teaches you about how important it is to go to sleep on time. Before you go to sleep at night, you say Shema. Shema starts with the letter Shin, just like we are learning this week. Enjoy the story. There once was a boy named Moish who couldn't fall asleep. He closed his eyes and heaved some sighs. He even counted sheep. Moish said Shema Yisrael, but sleep just never came. So we wished good night to all in sight, calling each person by name. Now I need a drink. He hopped out of his bed. He slipped on the floor right near the door and got a bump on his head. Oh no, I need a Band-Aid, he said with a loud cry. It took some time till he could climb to the box stored way up high. Mommy wagged her finger. It's already 8:30. You'll yawn all day. Too tired to play, and you'll wake up really late. The sun shone through the window. The bus would soon come by. Alarm clocks rang. Outside, birds sang, but Moish couldn't open an eye. Just a few more minutes, he whispered and then snored. He fell back asleep, a slumber quite deep. The alarm was just ignored. Moish, you're still not up? Mommy came into the room. Moish awoke right away. I can't be late today. Oh no, I've got a Zoom. His Nagelwasser water spilled all over the floor. Moish lifted the cup to mop the spill up and walked right into the door. I can't see when I'm tired, Moish started to complain. Maybe I'm sick. Please tell me quick, is something wrong with my brain? A loud honk blared outside. Oh no, is that the bus? Moish gave a shout. His lunch fell out, unnoticed in the rush. Moish sat down in his seat, no smile on his face. His eyes were bleary. He felt so weary, strange and out of place. Today we're learning Parsha, said Rebbe with a smile. Moish tried to hear. He strained his ears, yawning all the while. When recess finally came, Moish was quite upset. He'd spilled his drink standing by the sink, and his shirt was dripping wet. Nothing seemed to go right for poor Moish on that day. He dropped the ball, then started to fall. When I'm tired, I just can't play. Moish thought and then decided tonight he'd try something new. I'll stay in my bed, he firmly said, 'cause that's the right thing to do. Time to go to sleep, Moish heard Mommy say. Okay, he replied, but then he sighed. I'm not ready to end my day. Moish put on pajamas. It took him quite some time. The clock ticked fast as minutes passed, till into the bed he climbed. Tomorrow will be great, Moish said with a grin. Uncle Ellie will come. We'll have so much fun. He couldn't wait to begin. Moish was so excited, he just couldn't calm down. He tossed and turned, and his mind churned, and he lay there with a frown. He tried fluffing his pillow, pulled his blanket over his head. It didn't help. He wanted to yelp, I can't stay in my bed. He headed toward the kitchen in search of a cold drink. He sang and hummed while his hands drummed along the milk sink. Go back to your room, Mom shook her head. It's way past 8. That's really late, and you must go to bed. Moish went back to his room with a whispered moan. I'm trying my best, but I just can't rest. I don't want to stay here alone. I need another drink, Moish decided then. He got a cup and filled it up. It was already close to 10. Ding dong, ding dong. It was the doorbell chime. Moish heard not a thing, not a single ring. He hadn't gone to sleep on time. Moish, wake up now. Uncle Ellie came for the day. But Moish slept more. He continued to snore, missing all the fun and play. We're going to the zoo, little Bracha said. Moish opened one eye, closed it and sighed, snored and turned his head. He's too tired to get up, Mommy said with a frown. I feel so bad. He'll be so sad. and really feel let down. When Moish finally awoke, he looked around with joy. Did our uncle come? Did he bring a drum? Or maybe a new toy? Uncle Ellie took the kids out. They went to the zoo today. He waited for you, but what could we do? Mommy started to say. Moish's eyes grew wide and his face turned bright red. What have I done? I missed all the fun because I didn't go to bed. If only I had listened and not stayed up so late. I'd be at the zoo having fun too. It would have been so great. Just then, the doorbell rang and Uncle Ellie walked right in. Moish, we came back to bring you a snack. The ice cream made Moish grin. Thank you, Uncle Ellie. You really are the best. And now I know from head to toe I really need my rest. That night when Mommy said, it's time for bed, you know, Moish stopped his play, changed his clothes right away, and said, off to sleep I go. When my body rests enough, I have strength for the next day. More mitzvot I'll do. It's really true. And I'll get a run and play. I'll keep my body healthy, which is a mitzvah too. I'll feel good, like I know I should. This is what I have to do. He brushed his teeth on time without any cries. Shema, he said, sitting on the bed, and then he closed his eyes. Moish counted the shvatim. He said them again and again. He closed his eyes, sang lullabies, whispered makot from 1 to 10. He stretched out his 10 fingers and he wiggled all his toes. He tried his best to relax and rest, breathing through his nose. He didn't ask for drinks or for another book to read. He didn't walk or try to talk. He knew there was no need. Mommy turned on soft music. Moish listened to the tune. He thought of his day, of laughter and play, sure that he'd fall asleep soon. A hush fell over the room. Mommy poked in her head. Moish was asleep, breathing quite deep, sprawled out on his bed. Mommy smiled proudly and gently closed the door. She shut the hall light, whispered, "Good night." Moish answered with a snore. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story and learned how Moish learned new ways to fall asleep. From Mora Aviva and Shoko. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.